Back at it for another day. The first chore I'm going to get out of the way is to put the final coat of penetrating epoxy on the bowsprit. Both the bowsprit and the boom tin are looking awesome. And then I will continue on with the galley sink project. Yesterday, before I left the boat, I epoxied in the wooden plug, the plywood plug that I made. And the epoxy has kicked off nice and hard, so I'm going to sand the surface and get ready to put the sink in. Have a look. So this is the net result. Got my half-inch piece of plywood in here, and there's a little bit of epoxy around the edges that needs to be sanded down flush and smoothed off. And then I'm going to use this piece of plywood as a template to cut out the hole for the sink. Of course, I don't have the template that originally came with the sink, so I've got to create my own. So what I will do is I will cut out the shape of the sink. I've already made it work. And then I will take this width off the edge, cut that off. Actually cut a hole in this and use that. If it slips down over top, it means the sink will go into the hole that I've cut in this. And then I will transfer that to here, cut my hole, put the sink in, and I'll be able to plumb the sink. But enough talking, time to get to work. A little bit of trial and error, and the sink is back in. Satisfying to fix up botched jobs, but you can see the amount of space that the previous installer left over. Kind of silly, but so I got to clean things up a little bit, and I'm going to put some more epoxy around the edge where where it's a little bit of a valley. And I'm going to hook up the hose underneath, and I will have a functioning sink. I don't have the product right now that I want to put down on the countertop, but that will come at a later date, and I can lift the sink again in order to do that. So right now I'm satisfied that this job is, while not complete, it's serviceable. I even managed to line up the hole in the shelf for the drain pipe, which is saying something. I'm not a cabinet guy, I'm not a carpenter. I kind of make things up as I go along. And sometimes it works. Today was one of those times.